safe and happy are starting to vanish. What you thought was yours is now suddenly theirs. Here's what it looks like on the ground where the real people live. In Queens, New York, a woman returned to her million-dollar home to discover that two men had moved in. Now, finding two strange men in your home isn't always bad news, because those two strange men who barged into her house brought the full weight of progressive government with them. Incredibly, it was the squatters who had called the cops, who promptly arrested the homeowner for unlawful eviction. So in New York, the homeowner is arrested. In Seattle, a city which has more squatters than a gym full of powerlifters, a Sikh family simply attempting to pursue the American dream were forced to deal with a man squatting in their home with the help of a progressive housing group. As of now, the squatter's still there, and they aren't. In Atlanta, entire neighborhoods are fighting a wave of indigent squatters. Indigent squatters. Home was your castle. It was a boundary against the lunatic world outside and against a government looking to invade every aspect of your life. That boundary's gone. You go away on vacation and come back to a whole new gang setting up shop. People are in your property, terrorizing your home, using your in-home bikini wax table. And you can't do squat. You work hard, save up to buy a home, and the thugs take it over and have more rights than you do. The government, and they abandon you to protect those who don't. That's just one broken boundary. Meanwhile, at a Planet Fitness gym in Fairbanks, Alaska, a woman posts on social media that she encountered a man shaving in the female locker room. With a 12-year-old girl present, the woman says she asked for an explanation, at which point this shaving charlatan, who apparently had a penis, claimed it was okay because he was LGB, which I'm pretty sure didn't mean let's go Brandon. Perhaps it meant loose gonads, beware. How did this boundary vanish? Well, first you eradicate the boundaries between the sexes, between male and female, between logic and irrationality, between reason and delusion. Boundaries give us meaning. Without them, we're done. And just like the homeowner arrested in her own home, Planet Fitness sided with the offender. They called their gyms judgment-free zones and so canceled the woman's membership. Planet Fitness, more like Planet. Yeah. From now on, I'll be doing my squat thrusts in the park at night. Until another boundary vanishes. You thought you had a safe space for women? We'll decide that. You thought you had privacy? We'll tell you what's private. And don't go near the Capitol to protest. That's for congressional staffers to have sex in and not get punished. We're squatting in the Capitol for a few hours, and look how the government reacted. They actually shot one to death. That house is sacred, not yours. Because when they're making these rules, it's the rule makers who can break them. And of course, the ultimate vanishing boundary is our southern border. You thought America was a safe space? Please. Our country makes the can that Jamie sells pencils out of look like a Brinks truck. Like anything else, freedom and prosperity are there for Democrats and unelected bureaucrats to distribute. They're like drug cartels, only their product is your freedom. Now we have South American gangs exploiting the U.S. visa system to fly here, break into homes in states with lax bail laws, then return home while out on bail. So this combines two boundary violations. The border's broken into, and what follows is your home. I've said it before, it's funny how you can have a wall around your home and family, but forego that logic with a border. Now you see how forfeiting one leads to the forfeiting of another. Maybe that's why rich libs have the extravagant security that they think a country doesn't need. Of course, there's carjacking. It's nearly doubled in D.C. Penalties were so soft there that when they release you, you could just carjack your way back home. So the boundary between law and order is broken, and then another boundary follows, a violation of the space protecting you on your way home from work. Then there's the potential collapse of one of the most important boundaries we have, private property. When New York AG Letitia James threatens to seize Trump's buildings if he can't pony up $500 million over a victimless real estate practice, what'd she say? We're the government and we can take what's yours. And now they will. There's a word for taking my freedoms so government can redistribute them as they see fit. And that word ain't America. What is it exactly? I'd say it, but I could lose my house. Let's